Welcome to Mask Monday. I'm so glad that you stopped by. Have you noticed anything new? Yes, I've been to Ross, and yes, I have a haul coming. So I hope that everybody had a great weekend, and it's actually getting a little bit cooler here. I'm really so shocked because usually we don't normally have like fall temperatures like everybody else. But the high today is only going to be 62 degrees. So it's a little bit crisp, but I love it because it kind of reminds me of West Virginia, which then in fact kind of makes me sad too because I'm not going to go back there for the holidays. But anyway, we're not going to talk about sad stuff. It's Mask Monday. So let's take a look at the mask for today. This came from Mask Bar. I got this when I went into Bed Bath & Beyond the other day. That's a video that's coming up also. I was at home minding my own business. Ella called. And the rest is history. I was thinking about changing the shower curtain and stuff in this particular bathroom. But then I start thinking, I didn't buy any, well, I won't say I didn't buy anything, but I didn't buy a shower curtain or anything that day I went. Because then I thought, okay, if I change the shower curtain, then I'm going to want to change the accessories and things and the towels and then the rug and everything else. So I'm like, I don't know. I am going to change. I just don't know what I want to put in here. Because when I change that shower curtain, which is this color, it has all those pretty colors in it. But then I'm going to want to have all the other things that go along with it. And the towels and everything. So, for now, I'm just going to kind of think it through. But anyway, I found this mask while I was in there. And it's a pink clay mask. I'll put it up so you can see it. One of those sides. And I don't know. Anyway, it's a sheet mask. It clarifies, revives, and tightens pores. So I figured I definitely needed to give that a try. And it was a little pricey. This one was like $4.95, $5 when oh, it's a two-piece and it feels, that's strange. It's like a feels like a rubber or something, like a coating. This should be interesting. Let me see if I can get it peeled. Now, I'm not sure which. Oh, okay. So this pink clay side got, ugh. Pat, I'm with you. It doesn't feel so great. But anyway, let's see. Oh my goodness. It feels exactly like clay. Feels gooky under there. What do you think, guys? Okay. Let's get the bottom part all peeled off. So anyway, I was saying went into Bed Bath & Beyond, and then okay, see. That feels really strange. I don't know if I'll be able to talk. Okay. Cute. So after this, I'm gonna be doing a get ready with me, so I'm hoping that this clay mask makes me absolutely adorable. But anyway, Laura, I will be doing your get ready with me right after this. This doesn't feel like it's sticking. Let's see. Boy, that feels pretty good. This feels so weird. How do I look, guys? Looks kind of like it got some chiseled cheekbones, doesn't it? So anyway, when I went down, Ella gave me a couple, well, not a couple, but several coupons to Bed Bath & Beyond. And did you guys know that they never expire? I didn't realize that, because she had a bunch that she just like collects. And so she said, hey, I have a bunch, I'll share with you, because they don't expire. And I'm like, what? And I used one when I bought my masks and things, and they were 20% off. They took them. Rather, because you could only use one on the purchase. But yep, they do not expire. So what are we going to talk about? So that's one store I went to. Oh, you know what? I don't know what the problem was like with stores, but when I went out, once I was in Bed Bath & Beyond, I started feeling like, okay, I need to go to the bathroom. And so I said, well, I will just, since I hadn't been to Home Goods, I would run in Home Goods, because it's like right next, kind of next door, because it's all on that same street, boulevard, whatever. And I had just come from seeing Vic, my barber. Now you can't tell under this and what I'm looking like now, but when I get all fixed up with my get ready with me, I'll show it to you, because I did get it cut again. But anyway, so I said, well, I'll just, go ahead out of Bed Bath Beyond, and I was going to go over to Home Goods and then run in Michael's, because they're all kind of like right together. So, and remember I told you, when I go out, I make a day of it. So, Bed Bath & Beyond was so crowded, I just wanted to hurry up and get in and out. And, because I thought that they would kind of like limit people, but nope, since we're fully opened, we are back in full swing crowded stores mode, and that virus is spiking again, and so I'm gonna be in again. So this feels strange, I guess, because first of all, it's in 2 pieces, because it feels like it's not adhering. Maybe I'm not supposed to be talking, for one thing. But so when I left out of Bed Bath & Beyond, I ran over into Home Goods, because I love Home Goods, but I hadn't been in a really long time. And did I get anything from there? Oh yeah, I got some really pretty napkins, and I'll show you when I do my haul for Michael's, because when I left out of there, I went over to Michael's. So anyway, I go over and I said, well, I'm going to run into Home Goods and, just look around for a real quick minute, and I can just use the bathroom when I go over there. So I go back to the restrooms. These big signs, out of order. I'm like, oh, guys, are you kidding me? So I said, okay, let me just look in their curtains right quick and see if there's one that I saw that I wanted to change out for in here. And I start talking to another lady, and that's the one thing with COVID that I just that it's problemsome for me. It's you can't really like meet new people and chit chat and everything, even though we did talk a little bit. You know, we both had our masks on, made sure we were staying, a good distance from each other. But hey, Kimberly, if you're watching, hey girl. But her name was Kim, and so she was showing me pictures of her beautiful house and how she was decorating, and then I showed her a couple of pictures of my table and things I had put out for fall. And it was just so, so nice to just chit chat with somebody, but you can't really like, talk. So I didn't stay in Home Goods for long because I had to go to the bathroom. So I come out of Home Goods and I said, okay, let me run in Michael's because there were a couple more picks that I wanted for the holidays. So, and of course we know they've already started putting them out. So I ran into Michael's and I said, okay, while I'm here, let me just go to the bathroom. Okay, I go to the bathroom. And immediately you knew that somebody was in there using the restroom. One of their bathrooms was out of order. They had two stalls, one stall out of order, and then the other one, this lady tells me, well, I'm so sorry, but I had to really, go to the bathroom. And so you might want to come back. I'm like, oh my God, are you kidding me? So in order to give her some privacy, because we all know what she was doing, I just went back out and start looking at the pics and things. And so the poinsettia pics. So I was like, okay, if no place down here is going to have a restroom that I can go to, I'm going to just have to hurry up and go back home. Home was at least 20 minutes. Everything is like 20 minutes away when you live here. Did you all know that it's like the largest city land-wise, not population-wise, but land-wise? It's spread out the most of any city in the United States. And I didn't know that until I moved down here and I was dating this guy that was in the Navy. And of course, they know all kind of geographical facts and stuff. So he was the one that told me. And of course, I didn't believe him. So I researched it and it's true. So anyway, I gave her some time. And then finally I went back there and was able to go to the bathroom. And then I got my purchase, and I had a coupon that they had sent me for 20% off. And so I just went ahead. I know that when we get closer to Thanksgiving, they always send me these for like half off on a certain day. And I'm just not even going to like bother with it because I'm going to get myself situated in my house and I'm going to start putting up Christmas stuff. So I'm warning you ahead of time about the first or second week. Well, first of all, this week, we're now in the first week of November. So between now and next week, my stuff is going up. And so don't say, oh my gosh, she didn't even wait for Thanksgiving. That's true. I mean, I am going to still, embrace and leave up some fall stuff in the house. But that gives me such peace and comfort to have my Christmas decorations up. Because as we know, tomorrow, it's election day. And I just I want it to be over with. I really do. I just want it to be over with because people are acting so crazy and I can't deal with it. So I've decided my election day entertainment is going to be to put up Christmas decorations. Last year, how long have I've been talking? 14 minutes, and I didn't even look to see how long you leave this on. Guys, and of course, I don't have my glasses on. When I think it's time, it'll come off. So anyway, last year, I decorated the house. Well, you guys know you were here because I showed you my decorations all along. And that's why I'm not really buying any because I kind of went overboard last year. But anyway, it had been my first year in a long, long time of ever, decorating. So I kind of treated myself. So anyway, I put up decorations prior to going home to West Virginia for Thanksgiving. So when I got back, it was already December. And I just didn't feel like they were up long enough because I'm watching myself in the in the viewfinder. This looks so crazy. And that clay is not really adhering. It's probably because I'm still talking and should probably just be lying still somewhere. But anyway, so by the time I got back here to Florida, and I did get to enjoy it a few weeks, but I just really wanted it longer, I think. So I'm going to put it up early because the electrician, has the living room lights on a dimmer switch, and I love dimming those lights in the evening, turning on my twinkle lights, and I would just have some tea or cocoa and curl up on the couch and just watch TV and it just felt so peaceful. Or sometimes I would just turn the Christmas music on and just relax, and it was just so peaceful. And so that's what I want to do. I'm going to put my decorations up early. So when you guys see me doing my lookbooks and things, and you see my tree and stuff in the background, just go ahead and say it. Oh my God, it's not even Thanksgiving and Linda has Christmas up? Yes. Oh, I've already gone to the grocery store and everything. I went yesterday and I picked up groceries. I got laundry detergent and everything because I'm serious. I'm staying in for a couple of weeks. I mean, I will run out to do things that I need to do, but as far as just being out and about, it's like Christmas traffic already. The other day when I went, it's just people everywhere. And I don't know if it's because a lot of people are working from home now, so they can just take and go out whenever they want to at their leisure. But it's just ridiculous how much traffic is out there. And even tons of men were in Bed Bath Beyond, Michael's, Home Goods. And I'm thinking that's unusual. So maybe their wife sent them out or their girlfriends, whatever. So, I know what it was I wanted to show you guys. I have it here. And I'll put a little shot of it on the screen. This Keloda cream. I was watching Janie's video the other day on Over 60 with Flair. She was talking all about her surgery and everything. And it just shows you that everybody's experience is so different. She was even saying her husband's experience with knee replacement surgery was different. And one thing, Janie had a doctor that hooked her up with with drugs, meds, because my doctor wouldn't give me the Oxy. The prescription he gave me was called, I think it was hydrocodone, where it was mostly Tylenol. And the therapist said mine had like 5% of oxycodone in it. And I'm telling you, my pain was off the charts. I just couldn't. And the thing about it is, during the day, I'm fine. I mean, not I'm fine. I was fine. I don't want to have the surgery again. But during the day, when the therapist would come, I would be just absolutely fine. And even after she left after 2 weeks, when I would go to the Orthopedic Institute to have my therapy, I was great during the day. I was fine, no pain. It was when I would go to bed at night and that leg, you had to have your knee propped with your ice pack and everything. It was unbearable, literally unbearable. That was the worst pain I've ever felt in my life. I probably shouldn't say that if somebody's getting ready to have their surgery. I'm sorry. And I wanted to show you these pads too, these bath sheets, because I heard Janie say she had to, cleanse and everything. They give you these bath sheets. You have to completely cleanse yourself before you can go into bed. And then I had this, if any case, and it's weighty. This was my saving grace. This is a cold pack. And sorry, they were in the drawer because I don't really use it now unless I have to use it for my back. But you put it in the freezer and you basically leave it in there for hours and let it get cold. It's called a cold pack. And I that's what they would always put on me after therapy at the Orthopedic Institute, because I would be like almost crying by the time they got finished with me. The actual therapy itself wasn't that bad. I mean, it hurt, but it wasn't that bad. What I had to do at the end was straighten my leg on that table, and it had to be held, and they would make me flex my foot. They want those muscles in the back to be straight and stretched. That was the worst pain ever. Not the incision part, underneath those muscles. And I had to hold my leg out for like 5 minutes straight, and I was like in tears when I would get ready to leave. So then they were like, Miss Linda, you want your cold pack? Yes. You all have beaten me to death. Yes, I want it. So they would just laugh. So and I asked them, I said, can I buy one of those from you guys? And they said, you can get them from Amazon, which I did. So I just bought me one, brought it home. Well, I mean, it was delivered. And every day I put that in the freezer, and I would ice that knee. And Janie is right. You have got to ice that knee. It helps so much with the swelling and pain. Now, another thing that was so strange. Janie showed on her channel the other day the stitches. Thank God I did not have those stitches in my... It was something like 24 stitches or staples that they had to remove. I'm like, oh my God, that is so strange. And then we both had this kind of like a similar kind of knee replacement, in that, you know, it was cemented and everything. And Janie, that knee is never gonna, you don't have to worry about it, because I have fallen and bammed it, and I was thinking, oh my God, I'm gonna injure and like mess up my knee. That thing is hard as a cement brick. But anyway, Janie had all those staples. I did not. My doctor used some kind of special surgical glue that, I mean, it was sealed. And as the days went on, that glue just started coming off itself. And I noticed that she said her husband had to help her, you know, shower and everything. This is what I wanted to share in case somebody needs it. My friend back in West Virginia, the same one that told me about the sheet and being able to pull your knee and everything, that was amazing for me. But she also told me to get these for my shower, which I did. They're by Home Care, and I actually got these from Home Depot, and they're relatively inexpensive. They're like 15 bucks a piece. And so I got them. But what you do is, if your shower has tile, porcelain, whatever, you need to make sure that you have that really clean and dry. And then when you put these on, did you see how that kind of pushed? You put that onto the tile, and then this is going to be, I mean, it's going to be really hard to get it because it's sucking. It's like a suction. And you push until that clips. And you clip this one. And I'm telling you, that does not pull a loose from that shower. So I had these in my shower. I had like one in the front and one from the side. So once I got into my shower, and I mean, I know she said something about it took something like 9 days or something for her husband to help her. I came from the hospital on day 3, and I mean, I was able to shower when I came home. And so I just, would hold on to that and, bathe myself and wash, with the soap and everything. And then I would switch and hold on here if I needed to, turn around, and everything. And it was fine. And after like a week, what happened was, it was about this big. I had a bandage, some kind of special bandage covering my incision. And I had to leave it on for like a whole week. And I could shower with it on there and everything. Water, nothing seeped past that seal. I don't know what it's made of. But after like the first week, they sent a nurse and she took it off and examined, my incision and everything. She said it looked great. It was healing nicely. Don't bother it. You can still shower and everything, but don't bother it because the glue itself does some kind of dissolving or whatever, and it did. I never had to go back and get anything removed or anything from the surgeon. And then after 2 weeks, I went in and Janie was telling me, that you're using your cane. I must have had like the strictest surgeon or whatever. But when I went in after my 2 weeks, he made me give up my cane. He was like, "What are you doing?" And I said, "What do you mean? I'm using this cane." He said, "You need to ditch that." And I'm like, "Dr. Whitaker, come on, are you serious?" I said, "I just got finished with the walker." He said, "Nope." He said, "Because that's just going to handicap you." So I did. I stopped using it, but like when I would go to therapy, if I had to park a little ways, I used my cane and went in for therapy. And then, of course, you had to give it up anyway because they made me walk like 10 laps to start with. And Janie, I lost a little bit of weight during that time. Unfortunately, mine has come back, but but you'll lose a little. What else was it that I wanted to tell you? That might be it. Yeah, it was the cold pack. This is my saving grace because my skin keloids. I don't know if you can see. Let me see if you all can see this. I don't know if you can see that or not, but right here on my arm, right there. My skin keloids, like if you have a cut or something, and I had talked with him about it, and he was saying that, he couldn't guarantee that I wasn't going to keloid because, that's what my skin does. And I was afraid I'd have like this big rope because my incision is about maybe 8 inches long, 6 or 8 inches long. And I was thinking I was going to have a rope. But as you put this on, I noticed Janie said that her doctor, I think, told her to use coconut oil. But I use cocoa butter. This is called Keloda. It's a scar butter, and it actually has, and it's organic. It has cocoa butter, coconut oil, vitamin E, and jojoba oil. And I'm telling you, because at first my incision was very dark, it's the same color as my skin now. When I'm doing my lookbooks and things, and I have on a skirt, you guys can't even see the scar, or barely can see it because it's the color of my natural skin now. Before it wasn't. It was very dark and very ropey, but I use this every day. And another thing that the therapist told me, instead of rubbing the creams this way, and Janie, this may help you too, rub it this way and do the massaging, because for some kind of reason, I guess that helps with the nerves and everything. And I noticed Janie was mentioning too about her knee being numb. Some of the numbness will go away and some of it's not going to go away, unfortunately. And my doctor was explaining it and it made complete sense. When you have to cut, you're cutting through muscles, tendons, and everything. And so but you get used to it. You really do. And unless you actually put your hand down there what I'm talking about, I'm 2 years out, Janie, so it's going to take some months, but it does get, better. And then you don't even realize that it's numb anymore. You really don't. But like when I put my hand down here and rub, or like if I'm shaving my legs, then you can notice like a little section of it is still numb there. But you don't pay it any attention. You really don't. All right, guys. So time to take the clay off, I guess. It's all dry now, that clay is, and kind of cracking right there. Guess where I've been running my mouth. So this is going to end it for Mask Monday, but you can stay tuned, and I always come back and tell you guys bye. And actually, probably the next day, Tuesday, you're going to see a Get Ready With Me anyway, because I'm going to film it like right now so that I can just go ahead and do it. I'm not really a beauty person, and I do tend to leave that to all you ladies that do your makeup and stuff on your channels. But I've had a request from Laura, and so Laura, I think what I'm going to do is the get ready with me and go right into the other part of the request because it was a two-parter about the jewelry. So I'll do both at the same time. But for you guys, I'm gonna, after I finish the get ready with me, I'll come and say goodbye. I'll see you in like 1, 2, 3. So if you guys watched Mask Monday, you saw that it ran so lengthy that I couldn't really go into a part 2 of a subscriber's question or request. So Laura asked me to first of all do a get ready with me video, which I've completed it. But then she wanted to know if I could show some of my statement jewelry pieces for fall and for winter months. So if you want to see a few of those, keep right on watching.